Hey folks, I've reviewed these before, so this is not really a review, but just to keep perspective and honesty, since I do so many fawning reviews of IYV, because I think they are really, really good company and probably the best priced budget guitars on the market right now. This is, what is this, the ICE SMF 200, little Jaguar in vintage white. Looks more like a cream color, ivory maybe. And I've had a couple of these before, and I've just picked up another one. And for some reason, I know people swear by these. People, I read reviews of people saying how great these are, and how they make such great little mod projects. And I don't doubt them. It's just that the ones I've got, I've really had to fight. I think I've mentioned before that I got a couple a while back that had bubbled fretboards. I mean, like warped fretboards. Not fretboards. What do you call them? Scratch plates. Yeah, these things here been warped to the point where one of them where the screws had popped out and I couldn't get it to reshape. And I've had others with slightly warped necks, hump necks, as well. And this one, when I got it, also gave me a little bit of trouble in that it's ever so slightly warped side to side, so that when I get the truss rod right for the high strings, it's a little too pronounced for the lower strings, and vice versa. When I correct it for the lower strings, the high strings, I got it to where it doesn't buzz anymore. Let me put some clean tone on here. Still struggling with tuning. Doesn't buzz anymore, plays everywhere. Ever so slightly buzzy on the top string, so this is the best I can get it. Unless you put the action a little bit higher than most people like. Yeah, and I just, for some reason, this model, only this model, every single example that I've got of this particular little model here has been a challenge. And I think one of them at least, I actually returned. Not because I couldn't fix it, but even after fixing it, it still had issues. The neck warpage issues were just too far gone, and I just didn't want to pay the amount of money I paid for it. So I took advantage of the return policy and got something else. But yeah, I'm just wondering, those of you who've picked these up, are you with all the fawning reviews, or has anybody else had issues with these? It just seems to be the one IYV guitar that I've consistently found a lot of issues with, and the setups have been very, very difficult. And they are, I think, the cheapest of all the IYV offerings, so that might be, or at least the current offerings, so that might be part of it. I do like the design, this sort of Mustang's duosonic shape. I like the pickup design as well. Just a simple on and off switch for the pickups, and then a simple volume and tone. And this vibrato is not bad either. It doesn't click like the other one I had on the CNC audio guitar the other day. It's much smoother. You can't do a lot with it, but it's not designed for dive bombing or stuff like that, so that doesn't bother me. You can always just take it out and play it like a stop tailpiece. But yeah, I've just had consistent issues in getting these, to the point where I kind of avoided getting them for a while, and then I tried this one. It says QC passed on a sticker on the neck, but yeah, it was a real fight to get this to play. And it's one of those fights that, unless you're a really high-level luthier who can get into, sort of heating and bending necks, it's going to be a problem for anyone, just because the neck isn't quite straight, particularly when it's warped side to side as well as kinked or warped front to back. you have issues. I did have to dress out 4 high frets on this, as well as playing with the truss rod. And originally I had it to where it didn't buzz at all, but the action was really, really high. So I got it to where it plays. Buzzes a little bit there. But you can only hear it acoustically. It sounds okay electrically. So what you're hearing is like the buzz coming from the actual guitar to the mic. What I'm hearing coming from the amp over here sounds fine. So yeah, it's just one of those things about these guitars. I'll put the model number up on the screen because I don't remember it offhand. But I'm wondering if any of you picked these up and had issues with them. Because it seems to be the one guitar in the IYV lineup, the current lineup anyway, that I've had persistent issues with. All the others, I've had 1 or 2 issues with their telly models, the thin line tellies that I've showed, but not consistently. Most of them have been fine. Most of the Les Paul emerald green models have been fine. The PRS and the Neck 3 models have all been fine as well. This is just the one that you know, I've had 3 or 4 of these now, and every single one of them has been a bit of a fight, with one of them just being, you know, a write-off. I sent it back. So anyway, I just thought I'd put that out there. Yeah, see if I get some feedback from any of you. Or maybe you can tell me other guitars and models that you've had persistent problems with. That would be interesting as well. All right, folks. See you on the next one.